What's up, YouTube? This is Brian Pfeiffer, aka the Marketing Meathead, and today we're going to talk about the 12 crucial features of a messenger chatbot. All right, welcome back. So here we go. I got a nice blog post I put together for you to reference along with this video. I took some screenshots and I laid this thing out really nice. I got inspired to do this by my buddy Ian Smith, and I will put a link to his agency below. And he said if you use my code Marketing Meathead and you buy any one of his templates, you get a discount, I believe, of like 20% on his templates. So I will go ahead and put a link to that below as well as the code. So if you want to reference this at a later date, if you're ever going to build a ManyChat bot and you want to go a little more advanced and you want to buy a template, or if you want to use his agency for something like a custom build out, he said he'll give a discount to my user base. He's a buddy of mine, so I'll be going on to his channel later this month once I get my product finished. So let's dive into the 12 crucial features of the ManyChat Messenger bot. So basically, there's a way to run ads out of the Facebook ads manager to use ManyChat kind of as like the main outlet for the ads. They're called a JSON growth tool, and basically what you're doing is you're running a ad to somebody to reply to your messenger right off the bat. So basically your bot could have a conversation with a prospective customer while you're gathering like the email and maybe the phone number of some sorts or whatever, however you want to set it up. But just be aware that there's a way to actually run traffic from a Facebook ad to right from like your messenger bot to somebody that is interacting with you. So it's pretty cool. It's called the JSON growth tool, and if you want to read more about it here, I have it some screenshots and whatnot in the blog post. Okay, and there's a number two here is a messenger or ref URL growth tool, and basically this is to if you want to go out on social media and you wanted to put a like a link to sign up to Messenger, like on a landing page of some sort, this is where you would use this tool. And it's really handy if you want to go ahead and build your Messenger list, your ManyChat list and whatnot. And you can actually use this on a lot of different things, like posting on Twitter, posting on like I said, having it on like a landing page, like a thank you page, and people can basically join your ManyChat Messenger bot just by clicking on the link. So it's pretty cool. You can actually go in and read more about this if you like to on the blog post. But all your social profiles and whatnot, your website, landing pages, you want to put this, okay? And it's really cool. You can also have a button or a quick reply. Now, a couple different things with the buttons. The buttons are perfect to help guide the user along, and they keep them engaged, and they develop a relationship. But the big difference between like a quick reply button and the quick reply versus the button is that the quick reply disappears as soon as you make the reply, while the buttons like stay there inside the messenger bot. So here's a sample of what a buttons would look like, okay, versus like a quick reply, okay. And if you want to read more about that, feel free to check it out. Okay, and you can actually add audio and video files inside your messenger bot, which is pretty cool. Obviously, the wave of the future today is the videos and like an audio, and it's pretty rare to get a video or an audio in your messenger these days. It doesn't happen too often, so when you get one, it's kind of unique, and people are like, whoa, what is this? Let me check it out. So you get a really good response from something like that. I'm going to be doing a pretty cool messenger bot campaign once my product's done, and I'm going to be testing this out as a potential way to get leads, and I'll probably put a video of myself in there and whatnot and see how it does. Gotta play around with this stuff, have some fun with it, okay? And you can also add GIFs into the number 5 here's add GIFs into the messenger bot, which is fun. People like GIFs nowadays. It's real common to see GIFs, and people message with them and stuff. It's fun. There's Kramer, obviously. I like him. He's from the Seinfeld days. A couple different websites. You can go to Tenor, TENOR.com, or Giphy, GIPHY.com to grab some GIFs. Just be careful with the copyright type infringement stuff there. You got to watch out for that kind of stuff. Emojis is number 6. Pretty much, if you have a mobile phone nowadays, which everyone does, you use emojis on some level. Even my mom uses them. So everybody's using emojis these days. It just makes it seem more organic when you're communicating with a bot. If emojis are coming across, it just makes it look a little more real. Okay. There's also a place to put in like custom fields in ManyChat where you can actually collect like email addresses, phone numbers, and then what you can do with those custom fields is you can actually take them and you can trigger like a tag. You can have it set up in ManyChat to trigger like a tag to do something in ManyChat, whether it be like, send a text or do whatever, however you want to integrate it, because you can actually integrate ManyChat with Zapier, and you can actually have like your CRM do things. Like, for example, if I get an email, that could trigger my Infusionsoft to go and do something and potentially send somebody a text or a voice drop or an email or however you want to set it up. Your possibilities are endless here as far as with a tag and then your Zapier integration, and you can actually have like keywords in there to where like if someone says, this, then it'll do something different than if they say this. Okay, so it's really cool. There's a lot of different things you can do with this ManyChat bot, and like I said, it can go pretty extensive. You can get pretty in detail with this, or you can make it pretty simple. If you want to check out my buddy's Ian's templates, you can see how they get a little bit more complex as things go on, and then there's even more complex ones that get custom built out. So it's kind of a rabbit hole. This ManyChat. I set up a bunch of ManyChat. You can go back to one of my old videos here. I'll link it to the above. And I set up some simple stuff like a menu and initial reply and that kind of stuff. I set all that up on video, and I show you guys how to do that. But if you want to get into more detail, you're going to have to go down this rabbit hole a little bit. And again, I already mentioned this, number 9 here, integrations with Zapier. You can also set up delays, so you can make it look more real if a customer says something and then he waits a little bit, like say 60 seconds, and then it replies to the message. That's one of the things you can do inside ManyChat. You can set up different sequences and whatnot. If this happens and this happens, or you can set up mail to come out throughout the next 3 days, different messages and whatnot. That's like a sequence, okay? And there's a lot of different things you can do with this. Like I said, I detailed it really good in this blog post. If you want to go ahead and read through this, it's very useful. And you can actually do these things like smart delays as well. And basically you can have it set up so it reminds people of like an appointment of some sort. And you can do that as well in ManyChat. So one other bonus condition here is that, basically you can do like different things like segment as far as like your users go. Like you can send out a broadcast to certain segments and not to other segments and whatnot. And there's a lot of different things you can really do. This PDF will go ahead or blog post will give you guys a lot of different examples. And go ahead and read through this thing. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment below. Again, I'll link to my buddy Ian's website here. Use the code Marketing Meathead for a discount. And hopefully you guys learned something today. I would appreciate a comment below if you did. And if you are new to the channel, I'd like to welcome you to the channel. Leave me a comment below. If you haven't liked this video, I'd appreciate a like and a share. Tell your friends about this channel. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Bang that notifications bell. I'm the Marketing Meathead. We'll talk to you later. Thanks.